good evening. Right, 6 o'clock means it's time for a brand new launch of a one-day special. Now, let me tell you, you need to go to the website at thecraftstore.com because the bundles that we're going to show you this hour, well, for the 24 hours, are better than half price. So we've got some amazing deals. Right, so without further ado, haven't seen him for ages. We're going to Paul live via Skype. Hi, Paul.
Good evening, Alex. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone at the craft store and everyone at home.
Yes, Happy New Year to you. And can I say, loving the shirt.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Lovely. So if it's all right, I'm going to crack straight on with showing these bundles because I want people to check out their baskets nice and quick. So we have got to start off with the official one-day special, although it's almost like we've got 5 one-day specials, really. This is your Tags and Plaques complete collection. Now, it is way better than half price. So you're saving a whopping £50. So now, individually, these are £19.99, but look at that price that we've got on screen for you. Amazing. So just to prove it, here you go, to price establish, £19.99 per die set. Don't pay that at all. Go for the full collection here. So, Paul, what do you like about these dies? Would you say that they're your classic essentials?
I would, Alex. I mean, they're sort of like the nested shapes, the nested squares, the nested circles. These, when you look at them, don't think of them just as tags. Think in them as sort of, Barb's been showcasing on the blog over the last couple of days where it's a new year, some people have lost their mojo and don't know where to kickstart the new year. So take the dies, and Barb's blog today, she took the dies and she chopped up some artwork that she didn't think that she could use again. So it's sort of like that. It sort of breaks it down, but makes it easy to do. Now, obviously, you can, I mean, look at that piece there. I'm guessing
beautiful.
That's a piece from Sheila, isn't it? Is that a Sheila
yes,
piece?
It is, yeah.
Yes. So you can see what Sheila's done. She's got all these little tags. You could put little notelets on them. You could give them to somebody. And because you've got the 5 different shapes and all the 4 different sizes in each of them, then you can use them as gift tags, as little plaques. I mean, the black part is the tag die cut in half. Very
clever. Very, very clever. Oh, look, I mean, the samples are beautiful. Oh, we've got some. I've just found one that's, that's in parchment as well. Isn't that beautiful? And so stunning, these samples.
It is. So it shows that you can cut your card from it, your paper, your parchment. So they are an essential and an everyday one that you'll go to. And when over the course of the next 5 hours, I'm going to show you some different tips and tricks combined with the other product. I mean, I think that's a Dee Paramore, that one, isn't it? Using the encaustic art.
I think so. Oh, no, it's Wendy.
Wendy. So that's using encaustic art from Mike and Shona, and she's chopped it up and taken little pieces. Isn't that beautiful? It's
absolutely stunning. And then we've got this one here where all of the tags... Oh, this is a little sneak peek of what's coming up as well. Who's done this one? Oh, I can't see who's done this.
I think that's a D. I think that is a D one, that one. So it just shows the different things. So this could be sort of like a little tag book where you could put your little notes in and bits and pieces like that.
That is super cool. Hang on, we've got more, we've got more. This is nice. Who's done this one? Sheila's done this one. So again, and she's cut a little piece out as well. That looks really cool, doesn't it?
It does, and so these are sort of like enhancers to what you've already got in your craft stash. So whether you just take your existing stamps or some of the offers we've got on the show, that's a lovely piece there. So you created sort of like a trifold card.
Absolutely. Linda's done this one. Beautiful. As always, Paul, when we have our little breakaways, I'll make sure I show lots more samples. But if you want to go for this bundle, here we go. It's better than half price. So you've got your tags and you've got your plaques. Okay, so here we go. We're going to have one more look at these. And they've also got the little holes as well, like the reinforced, like you know, so that you could put some string and everything through it. So it's...
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's 2 payments if you do want to spread the cost of £24.98. A whopping £50 saving there. So if you think about it, it's £9.99 per die set. Normally it would be double that per die set. Your item number then for the full collection is 906668, but you're getting all 5 die sets. Lovely. Okie dokie, now we've got something else for you. I can never say this properly, can I? hang on, Paul, is it a quarterette?
It is indeed.
Good.
Just think of majorette,
Yes.
but replace major with quarter.
That's it. So these are those lovely little scenes. You've got room with a view, best friends, and you've got the cats. Once more, this is better than half price. You've got a whopping £22.50 saving. So again, just a price established at the bottom of the screen there, normally $14.99 each. So if you missed out on these, then now is a great time to get them. Oh, I see, I love the cats. I love the way that they lounge about. They take over the house, don't they, Paul?
They do, and as you can see from the images there that we're looking at, Alex, is that they tessellate,
yes,
so that you can have them in a complete strip, or you can use them individually. So on each of those sets, you're getting 4 2-inch by 2-inch dies. So great for sort of building little notelets, for quick and easy cards, or for building a scene, especially the room with a view. That's my favourite, and you can see how the scene just builds up. So they work as a set of 4, as a set of 2, set of 3, or individually as well.
Nice. I think these make really lovely little thank you notelets, don't they?
Absolutely, yes.
Cool. And I've got, again, some samples here. It's very effective, actually, cutting them just in black and white. Even just doing that, you've got a card instantly, haven't you?
That's right, and that's one of the great things, Alex, about aperture dies. And when we talk about aperture, what we mean is that it stays within the card blank.
Yeah.
So if that was a 6x6 card blank, for example, wherever you put it in there, it stays within the card.
Yeah.
So you can put it right in the centre and then put some nested frames around the outside, or just take the little piece and just cut it down and use it as a topper. Oh,
look at that. So you've got all 4 there. They're so pretty. Oh, this is a clever. This one, they've kind of extended it. I like that.
That's right. So this shows how it tessellates to build a beautiful scene. And that's using the tags from the One Day Special as well.
Oh, good point. Nice teamwork there. Oh, that's clever as well. Love that. So £22.47 is the price, better than half price. They work out at $7.49 each. They're meant to be $14.99 each. And just to say, sorry, I didn't read out the names there, but those samples I just showed you, Dee's done them, Sheila's done them. And again, like I said, I'll show you some more a little bit later on, but really good value. 245617 is your item number. Now, the next bundle that we've got, you can go for like a half and half, or you can go for the complete collection on this one. And I'll go through the savings as well. So you've got time for tea and time for coffee. So you've got the top row if you wanted to go for those. Now on the top row, that will give you a £10 saving. I know you like me doing this, Paul. Whoop. And that one carries over. There you go, so beautiful. Now, I must point out, it comes with the masks as well, doesn't it, Paul?
It does indeed, yes.
They're so
really
useful
for sort of masking off areas and putting them into the background. So if we have a look at the top row, I think there's a little bit of mix-up with the top row.
Oh, I do apologise.
I think that one there, that one that's got the coffee pot, so that should be in the row underneath.
Ah, apologies. Okie dokie. We will swap that around. Okay.
Swap that around. And then if we have a look at, so that one's correct for the time for tea.
Okay.
Then the next one is correct as well. Then there's another one with a teapot. And then there should be one that's got a stack of 3 teacups, which is probably on the bottom row. That needs to join the row on the top.
I'm just having a little look myself. If I could ask our floor manager to give us a hand as well. So on the bottom row, so it's not that one?
So we've got the cakes.
Yeah.
No, that's Mum's kitchen, that one.
Yeah.
Then we've got another coffee pot. So it's always the way, isn't it, Alex?
Oh,
the last one is going to be. There we go. They just needed swapping around.
Will do, will do.
Didn't want to cause any confusion for people buying at home.
No, thank you.
There we go. We can see that on the screen.
Good stuff. OK, so time for tea. £10 saving. That will carry over. Then if you've got the time for coffee, I've swapped them over now, Paul. Then you've got time for coffee, that's another £10 saving. But then if you want to go for all 8 beautiful stamp sets and their masks, there's a further £20 saving, so £40 in total. Again, better than half price. It's only £39.92. And you've got a lot of stamps here because you've got a lot of sentiments as well.
That's right. So you've got borders and corners designed by the lovely Linda Williams that people watching at home will know for her groovy and her parchment. And we had these as plates last year, and then there was so much request. Oh, can we have them as stamps? Can we have them as stamps? So as usual, we listened, and they combine beautifully. I mean, look at the artwork there, the beautiful sort of tea set. You've got the plates, you've got the forks, you've got the spoons. Very dainty, very sort of, how would I describe it? Sort of quaint and sort of English country garden type styling.
Definitely. Oh, so I have to say the artwork's absolutely beautiful. We've got some boards of these stamped out, just so you can see exactly. I mean, they stamp out so beautifully and crisp. And then you've got sentiments here. So when in doubt, make tea, 100%. Then we've got tea is a cup of love. And then tea, a hug in a cup. All you need is tea and a good friend. I think that's so true. Stay calm, drink tea and eat cake. The cake is also extremely important.
Definitely.
And then, oh, we've got all the different types of teas. So we've got Darjeeling, chamomile, lapsang, hibiscus, peppermint. That's fabulous. I'll just get the boards for the coffee. There we go. And we've got more cake on here. So we've got that one, and then here, visit, sit, stay, drink. Oh, we've got Americano, espresso, Cubano. Cubano? I don't know that one, Paul.
No idea.
No.
I just drink instant coffee.
Amazing.
And lattes. That's what does me.
Yes, I'm a mocha girl myself. And then we've got this one here. So we've got the boards. And again, we've got some absolutely stunning artwork. Who's done this? Deb's done this one. Oh, and she's just added a little bit of dimension in terms of if it shines, if you see, she's added a little bit of maybe like a glossy accents or some such. But what a beautiful full card. It just makes you happy, doesn't it?
It does. I think it has that feel-good factor, and going into the new year, I mean, look at that piece of artwork there.
Sheila's done this one.
Beautiful stepper card, so you've got the dimension combined with some of Linda's other stamps in the background.
Yeah.
But when you look at that price, Alex, for that complete bundle, the price on that for an extra, if you was to go say for the tea set, which is the 4 sets of stamps, it's £29.96.
Okay.
For an extra £10,
that's it.
You're going to get the coffee set as well.
Which is amazing value. That's ridiculous value. Right, we have also got this on FlexiBuy. So for just £19.96 today as your first instalment, we will send all of these stamps out to you. Beautiful. Marcus says he'll toast to that. 277870 is the item number. We've got another bundle, again, better than half price. This one, they're all cool. This one's cool. It's We Wish Shoe a Merry Christmas. I like that. So this is cherries, isn't it, I believe?
That's right. So designed by the lovely Cherry Green, and you've got 4 focal points here. You've got 4 different types of shoes and a boot, and then you have those lovely little sentiments. So although we've just come out of Christmas, you can use these for any time of the year, really. Whether they just be winter. I mean, you've got the beautiful shoe there that's got the peacock. I mean, the shoes on the standalone, you get the mask, and then you also get a colour inspiration sheet as well, combined with each of these. And so it just gives you an idea on some colouring, but you could decoupage some of these, and you have all the different little elements as well. Cool.
I've got the lovely inspiration sheets here. They have been beautifully coloured, and you get them with them. I appreciate the packaging. I always do, because sometimes you just lose your crafty mojo and you go, oh, I don't know what colour to do or whatever. But you can follow the shading on this. I think they're just beautiful. And to be quite frank, I just want shoes like this anyway. Love those. I mean,
if you remove the baubles, the shoes stand alone on their own.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can see that you could use it. It could be for an engagement card, a party, like a ball type thing, Cinderella.
Yeah, loving that. I've got some more samples as well. Bear with me. There we go. So this could be just a nice winter card. I just love all of those cones that are on there. Who's done this one? Deb's done this one. And then
so that's just using the elements
Yes.
That one's just using the elements. It's not even using the shoes.
Amazing. And then here's one with the shoes. That's by Deb as well. She clearly likes her shoes. This is good.
So with this one, Alex, this is where you can see, this is where the masks come into play. Because the shoes that's at the front, you would stamp and mask off.
Yeah.
And then you would stamp the second shoe on top of it, which then puts it into the background. Very
clever. Very clever. Love the masks. Couldn't be without them. Now this one as well. This one's just using the elements. That is by Linda. Oh, how beautiful is that?
Sort of snowflakey effect, isn't it?
Very clever. And then we've got this one. I think that might be my favourite shoe, well, or boot. I just think that's it kind of reminds me of you know, Mary Poppins boots that she used to wear. Love that.
That's right, and that's using those plaque dies as well as a topper.
Brilliant stuff. Dee's done this one. Okay. Whoa. Now this one. We are nearly 20% of the stock gone, so it is very, very busy. Again, it's an amazing value deal. We've got a £35 saving, so better than half price, 946,923. Also, the previous one, the Time for Tea, that is nearly 20% of the stock gone as well. And that one is on flexi-buy, so it means that if you add anything else to your basket, if you were going for this, on flexi-buy it opens up your basket and everything else will sort of be your 2 instalments as well. There's loads more on the show. We've got Barb's Words, we've got some metal flakes. Oh, there's just so much. Do have a little look. You can shop by brand very, very easily. Just go to Clarity. And if you feel like you want to send in any pictures of anything that you've been making, it could be parchment work as well if you want to, then we'd love to see your pictures. Send them to studio@thecraftstore.com. Right then, so Paul, without further ado, I'm going to hand back to you via Skype for your demo.
Thanks, Alex. So I thought what we'd do is just have a look on the overhead, just to look at the different designs that you're going to get. So this one here is the nested arch tag. So you've got them in 4 different sizes. So each set has the 4 different sizes. So it's perfect for your matting and layering. But also, if you was to cut this one out of there, you'd then get a beautiful frame. So don't think of it, as I say, just as a tag. Use them as frames, creating apertures within cards. The next one in the collection is the nested dome. Again, that beautiful shape. Then we have the nested luggage. This is the most popular one, I would say, as an individual one. And it's the one that we sort of, you can see it, can't you? A lot of people can sort of take a rectangle of card and chop it off, but it's getting those angles right so that it looks lovely. And in all 4 different sizes. Then the next one, we have our lovely plaques. So we've got the Edwardian plaques, so they can work this way. So this would be nice as a wraparound, a bottle of wine, or a jar of jam or honey if you make stuff like that. And then finally, we've got the nested Victorian plaques. Works both ways.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to show is that we've just die cut them out exactly as they are to give us our various different tags and plaques, okay? But what you can also do, let me just bring this into play, is that you can make shaped cards. So for example, I've taken the luggage tag and I've created a side opening card. So if I stand that up, you see, so I've now got a card that stands up, so it's not just a tag. So you can do it that way. You can do it so that the hinge is on this side. Okay. Then this one here, it's got the top opening. So you can change the look of it depending on how you cut out the die. This one here opens just in the corner.
Oh, I like that one.
So again, having different ideas, and these are sort of like your card blank essentials. So you could spend an hour or 2 cutting out different formats, and then you can turn it into more of a plaque by moving the die around.
Yeah.
Or you can go a little short and easy. So depending on, I'm going to show you how you can recreate these so that over the course of the next 5 hours, we'll incorporate all these different types of folds and cuts just to show you the versatility and how they become more of an essential everyday use, like your normal nested shapes for your circles and your squares.
Sounds good.
So how do we create one of the folded cards? So if I take one of our card blanks we've got on the show, we do them in black and white, and then we also have our craft cards. And if I can take any die, so let's just keep it nice and simple, and we'll go with the luggage tag die. Now, if I want to create the fold, where's that one gone? Say, for example, I've got them all here. Say I want one that opens up like this, that I can use to stand upright, or I can use it to stand on its side. The key thing is this fold, okay, which already comes with our pre-scored cards. And what you have to do is you take the die and you don't go right up to the edge, you just let it overlap. And what you'll find is that on the reverse where you've got the cutting line, that cutting line just needs to hang off of the edge. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if I take some of our low tack tape we have on the show, we've got a set of 4. This is a recent addition to your crafty essentials.
Oh, okay, cool.
And we've got those on the show.
Yep, we're just popping the details on. 11.96 for 4 of those. 507-630.
Okay, so if I now turn this over, let me put a piece of white card underneath. Can you see how the die just overlaps slightly against that folded edge?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, that's held in place. You do need the tape to hold it in place. Then, depending on, works in all leading die cutting machines, so depending on which one you've got, I'm using a poly bag. This was a tip from Dee, and it helps to protect your plates underneath, but also stops any transference of any fibres that get embedded into the plate.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then I complete my sandwich, and what we'll do, we'll just run it through the machine. And it doesn't take long, so this is where you could have an afternoon session of just cutting out tags or creating card blanks, and then just put them in your stash so that when you're ready to craft, you've got them to go to. Okay, so we'll open up our sandwich now, and then fingers crossed I've got it in the right position. There we go. So we'll pop that to one side, pop that one out just behind there, and that shows us now how we've got a really nice, quick and easy card blank.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, if you wanted to create one using that die where you've got the holes at either end so that you could use it to wrap around a bottle or a jar of honey or jam, then all you have to do, let me just grab that die back. Hang on a moment. It's just over the other side. Fingers and fun. Then all you would do, if this was a single layer, you just position the die back in place. And because, I don't know whether we can see, if I hold this up, can you see how you've got this beautiful embossed edge?
Yeah, just
all the way round.
That's good.
Yeah. Then what you would do is you just position your die on however wide or short you want that one to be. And it sort of slots back into place. You know how the parchment slots back into the groovy system?
Yep.
The die fits back perfectly into that position. Tape it down, run it back through your machine, and then you get that same type of plaque using the luggage tag. Okay, so that was just to give you a few ideas on what you can do with them, how to create shaped cards, how to create tags, how to sort of change the size of them.
Yep.
So did you want to have a quick recap and then I'll get ready for the first demo?
Amazing. Thank you very much, Paul. Right, let's go through these because these are such essential dies and they are better than half price on this bundle. So you can see that you've got your tags and your plaques. Now individually these are $19.99 per die set, but you're paying nowhere near that, and we've got it on 2 flexi buy payments. So in fact your first instalment is only like about £5 more than you would pay for 1 die set, and you're getting 5 of them. I think that's wonderful. Right. So we've got nice samples here. I must say the design team's name. But as you can see, you've got your plaques, you've got your tags. Perfect. Right then, so this first one that we've got here, There we go. This first one is by Sheila. And she's done this. This is really cool, actually, the way she's done this, because she's almost done like a half fold there, and then you open it up. Isn't that nice? And that's using some of the lovely sewing elements from another bundle. This one is by Wendy. She's done this, and there you go. Just framing that image. That's clever. I like that. Bear with me. Woo! Hang on a second. Oh, we've got lots of ribbon. There we are. This one has been done by Sheila again. That's really cool. She's used one of the fresh cut dies over the top of that plaque. We've got a nice little sign. Isn't that gorgeous? That's really clever. And actually, Wendy has put this onto like a piece of board or MDF. But that's a really nice sign. So yeah, you can make your own signs for things. And I look like you could make them for the kids and the grandkids as well to say whose room it is. I'm not sure who's done this one, but we've got that beautiful tag. And let's do one more. This one is by Linda, and she's cut it into the parchment and then done a little bit of parch work there. Gorgeous. So remember, this is better than half price. It's just 2 instalments of £24.98, and they go to a large size, don't they? 906668 is your item number. Right, we've got some other bundles. Now, the quarterettes. Okay, so we've got our quarterettes where you are getting the room with a view, best friends and cats. Once more, better than half price. You have got a £22.50 saving. Now, they're normally £14.99 each. Nope, not paying that. £22.47 for all 3 sets. 245617 is your item number. Then we've got the time for tea and also the time for coffee. You can split them up and go for just the tea or just the coffee, but your best saving is if you go for the full bundle. So if you just went for the time for tea, then you've got a £10 saving, and that carries over to the complete. If you just want the time for tea, bottom of the screen. If you go just for the time for coffee, again, we'll pop that at the bottom of the screen, and you get a further £10 saving that carries over. And then the complete collection, an extra £20, so that's £40 off in total. It's £39.92 for all of those, and there's tons of stamps in there. And you can spread the cost, 2 payments of just £19.96. Excellent value and beautiful imagery as well. 277870. And then last but not least, we've got the shoes. We wish you a Merry Christmas, but it does not necessarily have to be Christmas at all. We are a quarter of the stock gone. Again, better than half price. It's just £34.95. Now, they're meant to be £14.99 each, but again, you're not paying any, nowhere near that. 946923. Now, we haven't shown you this yet, but we'll just pop it onto the screen because we've got the fabulous sticker book. I love this. There's some real inspirational quotes in here. Now, you've got £10 saving. So you're pretty much getting one that you're not paying for because they're £11.99 each. Again, just a price established. We've popped it at the bottom of the screen. But go for all of them. And then you'll have 1,832 stickers. Boom. 022134 is your item number. So that at that price, £35.96, it works out at £8.99 per sticker book. Good stuff. Right then, of course, you can call us, or your fastest way to order is at thecraftstore.com. OK, Paul, I think you're ready. Shall we join you live via Skype again?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Alex. So over the course of the next 5 hours, I'm going to try and sort of incorporate 2 different demos using the items that we've got on the show at these fantastic prices. So the first one of this hour, I thought we'd keep it nice and simple, and we'll use those beautiful room with a view dies, the little quarterette ones, to show how you can just, I mean, this could be like a new home, sort of a bon voyage, and then incorporating it over the, I'm going to be using the stickers on every single card that I do, because those sticker words are fantastic for really nice and easy cards. Good. So we're going to have a look at this one first, but just in case anyone sort of rushes off, we're going to show you also how we're going to make a beautiful gatefold card as well.
I love that.
So this is really, really nice. And when we look at the designs, this is the lovely comfy cats. You could do this with the room of a view, you could do it with the best friend dogs, or you could do any stamps you've got in your collection. All it's doing is giving you a blank canvas, and this is really easy to do. And it's just joined at the back, okay, so it's 2 of them cut out, stuck together, and I've taken some of our beautiful designer parchment as an insert so that when it's closed, you get those beautiful colorways coming through from behind.
Nice.
Okay, so for the first one, I'll put it on a white piece of paper so we can see it a little bit more clearly. So I've just shown you how you can create your card blank by lining up the die against the edge. Okay, so I've done that already, so we've got that ready to go. Then what I've done, I've taken the next size down on the die set. So when we have a look, if I bring the dies into place, so the outer one is done with the large one, and then I've taken the next one down, and I've die cut from a piece of black card. And then I've also taken a piece of our petite toppers. This is the designer toppers we've got on the show as well. And this one is from the Northern Lights collection. So both of those are exactly the same size.
Okay.
Okay. But when we have a look at the finished piece, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a frame around the outside. So with the use of a craft knife or a guillotine, you can trim down the black piece. Because you have that beautiful embossed edge, it gives you that guide in order to trim that down slightly so that you can create a very delicate edge around the outside. Okay?
Yep.
So what we're going to do, I've cut all these bits out ready to go, but we need to cut out the little aperture dies first. Okay, so I've got my little quarterette ones. Okay, and when we turn it over, you can see the way in which they've been placed on the packages. They run from left to right. Okay, and if I was to take these 2 and line them up there, you may have a sample, Alex, of maybe a bookmark or something that shows the complete row of them, how it creates a beautiful scene.
Yes, I think I found one actually, which I can show.
Yeah, okay.
So this one, Dee's done this one. It's cool, isn't it?
It's beautiful, and this is the dog. See, what we've done, we've catered for people that love cats, people that love dogs, or people that just like that room of a view is as if you're looking at, I mean, look at that, the cat one. That's beautiful.
Isn't it? Stunning. It's very clever.
That reminds me of sort of like a cat hotel.
Could you imagine?
You've got all the different armchairs for the cats, and they're just having fun.
Good stuff. Thank you, Paul. Should we come back to you?
Yeah, that'll be great. So what I'm going to do, so we're going to go from left to right. So I'm going to use the top 2 to create my design. So on the back, what I need to do is when I take it out and turn it over, and I position it on my die, I need to make sure, because obviously we're working on the reverse, aren't we? So we're going to take the little die that we've already done, and I'm just going to pop them side by side. Okay. Now you could get a little bit, I know it's difficult for you to see the blue. I wonder if I come in on this, there we go.
That's
we
better,
can see
yeah.
that better. Okay. So when we position about, you could get technical and put a ruler underneath and get it all perfectly lined up. But you know what, for the sake of TV, we'll just take our low tack tape, just make sure it holds. If you do both of them together at the same time, okay. And then we'll take another little bit of tape, and then we're going to attach it to the tag. Okay, so that's put that into place. So now we're going to put it onto our plate so we can run it through our die cutting machine. Okay, and we'll just run that through again. So we'll run that through. And the intricacy and the detail. When we first brought out the quarterettes, we wasn't sure whether we'd be able to pick up the detail on the designs because they're so small. And it's amazing that because they've got that special coating on them, how it really, the detail is absolutely amazing. It really is. So let's just go back onto that camera, pop that to one side. And then what I'm going to do first is remove the low tack tape. Okay, gently does it so that it don't tear any of the card. There we go. Right, so pop that to one side. Bring in my little waste bin because I've got no one here. I haven't got a floor manager in here to clean up after me.
Look at that, it's just all fallen out. Perfect.
It does, and it's not being held in. All it is because it's so small, it's just being held in by the actual card itself. Look, if I just tap it, it will all pop out.
Yes. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah.
So that has now given me, just got a few more little bits there.
Uh-huh. Oh, that detail, you're so right. It's beautiful.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, another bit there. Let me get rid of that one. There we go. So now, where's that bit of white paper gone? If I just pop that, and we'll have a look at this camera, let me hold that up so you can really, there we go. You see that okay? Yeah. Look
so nice. That. Oh, I just want to leap into that scene.
I know, it's lovely. It's as if you're looking out of sort of like a train journey, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
On the train, or you're looking out of a hotel window, or maybe it's your bedroom window you look out to and you see this every day. Isn't that beautiful?
It is, it's stunning.
Okay, so now we've got our pieces. So what we want to do now is, because I've cut that, if I stick that on top, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I want that little edge around the outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in a craft mat that I use for cutting. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my Pergamano ruler in. So this comes with the groovy grip.
Okay, we'll pop the details on screen.
It's got a little sliver of the groovy grip on the back. And what it does, it stops it sliding around. If I take this off, okay, and I pop that ruler on there, and I want to cut, see how it's, look, I'm just using how it slides around.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you don't want to do is you don't want to be pressing down, cutting, and the ruler, I've done it before, you go along and the ruler slips.
Yeah.
And then you cut into your work. But with the groovy grip on the back, another crafting essential, it really is. Let's put a piece of white paper underneath, then we can see that in a bit more detail. So now, if I take that steel edge of the ruler, look, it's not, I'm just putting that same finger on, and it's not moving anywhere.
Perfect.
Okay. So now that I'm happy that it's not going to move, I'm going to take a craft knife, and I've lined it up against the edge of the embossed line that the die gives you when you die cut it. And I can also use the lines on the ruler against the edge of the card to make sure that I'm going on straight as well. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to go around and we're going to cut off all the sides to make it fractionally smaller. So we're going to do that, and then... But it just shows another use for the dies, that just because you've got the 4 different sizes doesn't mean that you can't reduce the size slightly. And because you've got that embossed edge, it acts as a guide.
That's really good.
Okay.
So you've got versatility, basically.
Absolutely. And this is why, for me, the dies are sort of like an essential. So let's pop that into my little waste bin. Mustn't forget I've got that little die in there. Let's bring another piece of paper underneath so we can see. So now, when I pop that on there, can you see how you've got that lovely little border around all 4 sides?
Yeah, nice. Very pretty.
More than 4 sides, can't count. Okay, so I'm going to take some Perga glue, which we've got on the show. That's part of the Pergamano accessories kit.
Cool.
And all I'm going to do is just put some glue, just tiny little bits down on there, because I just want to hold it in place. Okay. There we go.
Oh, sorry. We're just going to change the details. Sorry, Paul. It's all right.
That's all right. Okay. And we're going to pop that just on there. And just don't want the mayonnaise effect, do we? So just a little bit of glue. It doesn't squish, but it does dry clear.
Yeah.
So It wouldn't be the end of the world.
Cool. Right, we've got the correct details on screen now. £14.96. You've got your round brush. There's the Pergasoft and the Perga Glue. 033002. What's the Pergasoft, Paul?
Pergasoft is when you're working with parchment, you know we wipe the parchment with a tumble dry sheet?
Yeah.
Traditionally, it's like a little pot of wax that you would dip the tool into, the ball tool into, to help it glide over the parchment. But we tend to use a tumble dry sheet now. But some people still use that as a traditional method if you're using the metal grids that Pergamano do as well.
Oh, cool. I was just curious. There we go. Right, we can come back to you now if you like.
Thanks, Alex. So then all I'm going to do is now attach this to my card blank. So I'm going to use our tape runners for this, which we've got on the show. So you've got 4 rolls, I think it is, of those on there. And these are great, ergonomically designed. You've got the little grooves, so it sits comfortably on there. One of the great things when Barb was investigating these and looking to stock them is this little flap that covers up the end. And what it does, it protects the end. Often you get some glue runners where you take the top off, you put it down, you knock it on the floor, you tread on it, and then it's broken, or you can never find it again. So you have this little flap that just, once you're finished, you just put that back over, and then it protects the end as well. So we're just going to go nice and slowly. When you get to the end, just give it a little tilt forward and it'll give it a nice clean break.
Oh, that's good. Now, set of 4, there's 30 metres on each, so you're getting 120 metres in total. So that'll keep you going. It's £17.96, 752238.
Okay, so we're just going to attach that onto our card blank now, but it just needs finishing off, doesn't it? So if you've got any stamps in your collection, you can use those. Or what I'm using over the next couple of hours are the different, I've got several on the go. So I've got the Barbara's Barbarisms, we've got the Clarity Christmas and Celebrations, we've got the Leone ones, and then we've got the Feel Good Factor stickers as well. But it just gives that little finishing touch. So which one should we go for, Alex? Which book do you reckon?
Feel Good Factor.
Feel Good Factor, okie doke. So let's have a look at this. So in this pack, you're going to get, they're A5 sheets, you get 8 sheets, 4 black, 4 white, and this gives you 460 stickers.
Okay.
Now, available as individual sets, but the saving is where you buy the bundle. And you can see there you've got Oh Happy Day, you've got them in black, and then you've got them in white as well. So I reckon we should go for the black stickers.
Okay.
So let's have a look. We've got on here, Follow Your Heart, Go With the Flow, Have Faith, Smile, Be the Artist That You Are. Together we can, real sort of uplifting words of inspiration and feeling good. So let's have a look. Let's go with Be the Artist That You Are. Let's go with this one. Okay, and then we'll just pop that one just down there, and it just gives that little finishing touch. And the only difference between the one, you can see I've used a different paper in the background, and I've just matted the sticker onto a piece of alternating paper just to lift that off as well.
Cool. Thank you, Paul. I'll do a little recap. We'll come back to you if that's all right.
Perfect.
Good stuff. So as Paul was using the quarterettes, obviously with the tags as well, but with the quarterettes, let's have another look at them. They are beautiful. They're so detailed. Yay, cats. I get to see my lady tonight when I get back home. Mister. Anyway, that's by the by. So you've got your cats, you've got your room with a view, you've got the best friends, and they are absolutely stunning dies. You get those 4 quarterettes, but of course you could extend them if you wanted to. Again, I've got some wonderful samples that the design team have done, but do check out your baskets because these are better than half price. So I think this one that you're looking at is by Andy. Andy's done that, and that's quite serene, isn't it? I like that. This next one along the top, Jane's done this one. I like them on the jaunty angle, that's cool. And then last but not least, who's done this one? Sheila's done this one with the cats, but I have more. Now, as quarterettes, they're meant to be $14.99 each, but these work out at $7.49 each because of the saving. Ooh, we are nearly a quarter of the stock gone. Sheila's done this one, and again, she's done a beautiful scene. And then, what about this one? Dee's done this one so that it's just in the centre. Again, really like that composition. That is really nice. Got a fabulous glittery one coming up. I'm not sure who's done that one, but it's really, really pretty. Oh, they've done it that way. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. Using the designer papers, which you'll find on the website. Not sure who's done this one either, but I love that composition. Isn't it lovely with the pop of the mustard in the background? Or you can go vertically, horizontally, whichever way you want. This one's by Dee. And then I'll do one more. Bear with me. This one is, but I don't know who's done this one, but there you go. It's stunning. Love the colours of the card as well, or the papers. Right, £22.47, better than half price for the set of 3. It's 245617. That is the item number. Then we're coming back to what I'm calling sort of the official one-day special, but it is kind of like we've got, because we've got 4 bundles, haven't we, that are better than half price. It's kind of like you've got 4 one-day specials for the next 24 hours. But here we've got the plaques and we have got the dies. You've got, excuse me, 4 in each one, and they go quite large. I think they're just brilliant. They're your essentials, matting and layering, but not just that, you know. Oh, no, do you know what? They are supposed to be $19.99 each, but nope. Not paying anywhere near that. You're saving a whopping £50. So it just works out at $9.99 each. I have more samples. I really like this one with the triptych. I'm just going to do a few. I know Paola will show a few more in a little bit because I know we're running out of time. So Linda has done this one, which is really cool. Wendy's done this one, and using the smallest ones from there. We've got this just here. That's so pretty. Really like that. Sheila's done that one. And, oh, just last but not least, just literally doing your gift tags. It's perfect. Nice. Okay, 2 payments then of £24.98. As I said, it's half price. Okay, so Paul, should we come back to you to see this gatefold one?
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Thanks, Alex. I mean, all those lovely little quarterette dies were all designed by our good friend, the lovely Mel Turner.
Oh, right.
So the cats and the dogs, and the beautiful room with a view. And she took her inspiration, the room with a view, from the South Downs, because she lives locally to us. So when she was out walking her dog, that's where her inspiration came from. So there's always a story behind the artwork that we bring to you from Clarity, whether it's be Barbara that's illustrated, or Linda Williams, Cherry Green, Mel Turner. There's always a reason and a story. So it's not sort of, we haven't just looked through a book and thought, oh, let's choose this. They're all original pieces of artwork. And because we're an angel company, if you make cards to sell, I mean, if you wanted to make, the dies are fantastic for making quick and easy cards. Yeah. You could easily do a batch of cards, give them to a charity for them to sell to earn some money. Aww. So like the dogs would be great for sort of a vets, or like a dog's home or something like that rehomes dogs or cats. And to give those that they can give out to people that are rehoming their pets. Wouldn't that be nice as well? That's
a lovely idea. But it's nice to know actually about, like you're saying, about the inspiration and everything. Oh, and just very quickly about those quarterettes, we are a quarter of the stock gone. It's just one of those things. That's how it's worked out.
That was a bit of a tongue twister, was it, Alex?
I know.
Quarter of the quarterette?
Yeah. Lovely stuff.
Okay.
We've got about 6-ish minutes, if that's all right, Paul.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So this is a really nice way of using it, and you could use this with this is using the nested domes, but you could use them with the luggage tag dies. All it does is it just changes the look of the top of the card. Okay. So we already had a look at how we can create the card blank itself. So this just makes a beautiful card that you could put anything on there, but it also works that way as well. And what I've done, I've already done one, so you can see exactly how they work.
Yeah.
So this one opens from left to right, and this one opens from right to left. Now, if you wanted to, you could just put one of the dies up there, one down the bottom, and then just some sentiments. Or you just do the two on one piece. Okay, but I thought to do a gatefold card was another way of just showing that although the dies are a particular size, they don't have to stay that size. So what we're going to do, I'm going to bring in the other two dies. So let's have a look. So what I've done, I'm working from the back. So I've used these two on that one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use these two on that one. And because we're using them like this, you could put them in any position. You could mix it up. You could put the cats and the dogs together. You could, the room with a view. I mean, at that price, for me, if there's only one thing that you could purchase today, it would be the beautiful Quarterette dies.
Right.
Because basically you're getting 12 little dies that can be used separately or combined together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to position that just there. Okay, and we're going to run that through the die cutting machine again. So luckily I've already done one, but you can see the detail and how fine a line that they are. So let's just have a look at the finished piece while we just run that one through there. And if you wanted to, you could put the backing behind, but I like the effect, if this was standing up, how the light comes through from behind the design. Little sticker words again, those little finishing touches. So let's pop that to one side now. Open up our little sandwich.
Okay.
There we go. Oops, stuck to, I put a piece of paper behind it. And the reason I did that was because if there's any impressions on here, on the shim, it just helps to protect that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to gently ease off. Look, I mean, it just gently pull it away from the card. We'll clean those dies out in a moment. Nice and easy. Oh, ripped it a little bit there, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it with a sticker.
Oh, there you go, that's all right.
So now we can see how I've got my gatefold. So two cards, I mean, that I could have done them both on that side, but I want to join them together. So what I've done, I've taken another piece of card so that it sits just inside.
Right.
Now, I've got options. I could put designer paper, but we've also got on the show, Alex, the parchment taster packs, which is a recent addition. I mean, we've got the beautiful designer packs that come with a folder.
Right.
But Barb had the idea of splitting them up. So instead of getting 48 sheets, you're going to get 24 sheets. You get 12 designs and you're going to get 2 of each.
Right.
So you can buy these individually, but you've got a fantastic, it's actually a £23 saving.
Oh, really?
When you take all the, yeah, because you've got £2.50. If you bought that one on its own, you've got a £2.50 saving.
Okay.
And there's 6 different ones. So you've got the individual savings carried over, plus you get the folder as well. Oops, focus.
Don't
there
worry.
we go. Well, that was a bit freaky. Right, let's move that out of the way. And let's take a piece. I've got mine already loaded. So I'm looking at Toscana. So you've got some beautiful colorways in here. So let's go for a different colorway. Let's go nice and far. I love this one. Okay. And at the price that it's on offer, you wouldn't worry about sort of using your parchment because you get that beautiful translucency look to it. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, this is where the magic of our tape runners come into play.
Right.
So if I take my tape runner and I go around all 4 sides of this piece of card that I've cut to size.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've just got 2 minutes, I'm afraid, Paul.
2 minutes, oh no. And then I'm going to pop that on there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then push that down, but you can't see the tape runner behind it.
No, you can't actually, it's good.
So if I'm going to do it quickly. Normally I would use a craft knife and a ruler, but just for speed, it's quicker if I just use my guillotine. Keep these bits. Don't look. You could cut more tags out of this.
Definitely.
And use those for later. Then all I'm going to do now is I'll just do it on two sides just to show you. I'm going to pop that one just inside that half there. Then I'm going to bring that one in underneath, line that up just there, and now I've got my lovely colourway in the background. Look at that one with the blue.
That's beautiful.
Behind it. And then just finish it off with a couple of stickers.
Lovely stuff. Perfect timing. Thank you, Paul. Good stuff.
Thanks,
so
Alex.
we will see you in an hour.
Yes,
and
with the lovely
obviously,
colour.
obviously tomorrow, and I can't wait to tune in and see what lovely shirt you're wearing.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Paul. See you in a bit.
Thanks, Alex. Bye-bye.
Bye. So that was Paul live via Skype. Right then, do check out your baskets with the One Day Special. We're nearly a quarter of the day's stock gone. So you've got your tags and you've got your plaques. It's the complete collection. Now, normally you would be paying $19.99 per die set, but nowhere near that. It's better than half price. You've got a £50 saving, which means each die set, and they do go quite large, don't they? Each die set is just $9.99. You can also spread that cost on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of $24.98. And there we go. We're looking at those lovely samples. So this one is by Chris. She's done this one. Lovely. This middle one, because, oh, let's go to that one then. Sorry, Marcus, sorry. This one, oh, actually not sure who's done that, but it's really beautiful. They are such useful dies and incredible value. As I said, you've got this on 2 FlexiBuy payments, 2 payments of $24.98, 906668. Do check out the website for the other bundles that we've got that are also better than half price. Right, thank you for keeping us company, but don't go anywhere. We've got a lovely happy hour coming up next.